Our stock is down 99%, guys. No one buys shoes anymore. We're done selling shoes. No more selling anything. We're pivoting into AI. It's the last-ditch effort. I'm firing everyone in this company, and we're getting into AI. AI infrastructure is going to pump this stock. You see me? I'm not wearing any shoes, am I? But I use AI, and that's what we're going to do. It's working. Holy it's working, guys. Our stock's up 300% on the day. We're gonna be rich.
Today on Hidden Secrets, revealed live. Allbirds pivots from sustainable wool sneakers to high-performance AI infrastructure. Allbirds announced a dramatic strategic pivot. They've gone from eco-friendly footwear business to AI compute infrastructure. This is after they sold the eco-friendly footwear business for $39 million, which means they decided the planet can go to hell. We're renting GPUs to the same nerds who used to wear our shoes. Let me reveal this hidden secret to you live right now on Hidden Secrets, revealed live. HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, let me tell you who this is not for. This show is not for you if you take yourself too seriously. If you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. It's the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X, therefore the most popular live stream podcast, live right now on this subject, going live on X. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, ladies and gentlemen, if this is not a top signal, I don't know what is. So, Allbirds. You guys remember Allbirds, right? The Silicon Valley uniform. Those soft gray wool shoes that made every tech bro look like he was walking on a pair of depressed koalas. You know, those wool sneakers every Silicon Valley wore so he could feel morally superior while crushing another Red Bull and writing code that spies on your sleep schedule. Eco this, sustainable that. Our sheep are carbon negative, bro. The I compost my emails shoe. The company spent 10 years telling us they were going to save the planet with sustainable wool and sugarcane flip-flops. Now they've turned a sustainability sermon into the most cynical cash grab since crypto bros discovered Web3. The company that spent years preaching walk lightly on Earth is now in the business of sucking down enough electricity to power a small country. So some AI startup can generate pictures of cats wearing Air Jordans. The wool sheep are out there somewhere going, wait, we grew all that fleece for this? We could have stayed naked and saved the planet. Allbirds IPO'd at $4 billion in 2021. Yeah, VCs valued them at $4 billion. $4 billion. For some slippers that fall apart if you walk near a puddle. Then, 18 straight quarters of losing money like it was their full-time job. Stores closing. NASDAQ delisting knocking on the door like a pissed-off landlord. Classic American success story. Was that a real business or a very expensive hobby? You're not going to believe this. So, what do? Last month, they sold the whole shoe business for $39 million. They sell the entire footwear business and the intellectual property, the whole wool empire for 39 million bucks. 39 million. That's a 99% discount. That's like selling your Ferrari for a used Honda Civic and calling it strategic repositioning. And what did they do with the money? They didn't buy more wool. No, they bought GPUs. Then they turn around, grab 50 million in convertible financing, buy a pile of GPUs, and announce they're now New Bird AI, pending shareholder approval, of course, because nothing says we've got this, like putting it to a vote after you already torched the old company. They went from selling wool for your feet to selling compute for your brain. They went from selling environmentally friendly footwear to renting GPUs. Is that a pivot? More like a witness protection program. It's genius, really. Think about the logic here. Old Allbirds. People in San Francisco wearing wool shoes while they code AI. New Allbirds. People in San Francisco using AI that runs on the wool shoes company's servers. It's a wild shift. I mean, usually when a company fails at making shoes, they start making worse shoes. They don't usually say, well, the sheep hair business is dead. Let's try to outrun NVIDIA. They went from we care about the carbon footprint of your heel to we are going to melt the polar ice caps to render a deep fake of a cat playing the banjo. They aren't worried about the environment anymore. They're worried about latency. It's the ultimate Silicon Valley move. If you can't sell the people a way to walk on the earth, you sell the machines a way to replace the people. I want to know what happens to the leftover wool. Are they going to wrap the H100 chips in it? New Bird AI. Our servers are carbon neutral because they're wearing little sweaters. What a world. A company goes from $4 billion to $20 million, fires everyone, sells the shoes, buys a bunch of humming boxes, and the market says, finally, they figured it out. The stock went up 600% in a day. 600%. The market loved it. Is that what they call investing? Because it seems like a scratch off ticket with a TED talk. The ticker is still Bird. It's the only bird in history that flew higher after they plucked it, gutted it, and turned it into a motherboard. Yesterday, we regret to inform you we've had 18 quarters of losses, declining sales, and maybe delisted. Today, yeah, but AI, that's it. That's the whole pitch now. You don't even need a business plan anymore. You can walk into the boardroom like, hey guys, we used to sell socks, but what if the socks learned? Funding secured. I like how they sold the entire shoe business for $39 million. $39 million. That's like selling your house for the value of the furniture because you heard there's gold under the neighbor's lawn. And now they're rebranding to New Bird AI. Of course they are. You can't be Allbirds anymore. That sounds like a pet store. You got to sound like something that's destined to wipe out humanity. New Bird AI. Sounds like it's going to recommend you a sneaker and then overthrow democracy. And the strategy is incredible. They're like, we noticed a global shortage of GPUs. So we bought some GPUs. Oh, wow. Brilliant. Why didn't Blockbuster think of that? People love streaming. So we bought a laptop. And I love the environmental angle, disappearing like invisible ink. Remember, these were the people telling you your shoes had a carbon footprint smaller than your self esteem. Now, they're running giant data centers that use enough electricity to toast the entire flock those shoes came from. It's the same company. Hey, we care deeply about the planet, which is why we've decided to heat it faster, but intelligently. They abandoned sustainability faster than a vegan at a barbecue once the AI hype train rolled into town. And investors are eating it up because right now, AI is like putting gluten-free on anything. You could sell a brick. It's an AI brick. What does it do? It learns where to sit. I'll take 10,000 shares. Even the skeptics are funny. You go on Reddit and it's guys arguing, this is unsustainable. Yeah, but what if it sustains? That's the whole debate now. Not does it make sense? Only can the nonsense continue long enough for me to get out? And my favorite part is imagining the old Allbirds customers. Some guy in Silicon Valley opens his closet like, "Hey, where are my minimalist wool sneakers?" And the company's like, "We replaced them with a GPU cluster. It runs hotter, but it really supports your arch of machine learning workloads. Now, instead of cushioning your feet, they're cushioning a bubble." And honestly, good for them. Because in 2026, the only thing more comfortable than a pair of wool sneakers is a completely detached stock price. I love it. I really do. It's the ultimate Silicon Valley plot twist. Your feet were never the problem. The real money was always in making sure the robots have enough GPUs to replace the guys who used to buy the shoes. Newbird AI. They didn't even change the name that much. All they had to do was slap new on it, like a used car salesman who knows you're desperate. Same bird, new feathers, now with 100% more electricity bill and zero sheep. God bless America, or whatever's left of it after the GPUs finish cooking off the grid. That's my time. I got to get back to work. And my shoes are still Allbirds because irony is the only sustainable thing left. Share this, retweet on X, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. You're allowed to make fun of me, only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Also, you are required to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Whatever you do, you're welcome to visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but I do follow others who are funnier than me and smarter than me. And there are a lot of people who are funnier and smarter than me. But whatever you decide, now you can follow at Safe New Media. Follow at Safe New Media on X, FKA, Twitter. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. It's not a cult, but have you ever felt that deep, powerful sense of belonging that transforms your entire perspective? That's what awaits you in our community. As you hear me talking now, you might begin to imagine yourself surrounded by like-minded individuals who truly understand your aspirations. Picture yourself waking up each morning with renewed purpose, knowing you're part of something greater than yourself. Your future self is already thanking you for taking this step today. The door is open, and all you need to do is walk through it. Belong higher. Join our inner circle on Telegram. You can do that now. It's totally free. Check it out. Go to the Telegram for Safe New Media. Can we put it up? There it is. There's a link to it at the top of the Safe New Media X profile. The official source for this show is safenewmedia.com/HSRL. I want to give loyal listeners of this podcast something. When I first started this podcast, I had imposter syndrome. But then I realized you can just start a podcast. As a side quest, I can help you start your own podcast. Free gift for you if you want to start a podcast but feel imposter syndrome. For a limited time only, you can get your copy of the Anti-Imposter Podcast Starter Kit at safenew.media. Go to safenew.media. Once again, the URL is safenew.media. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Are you an accredited investor? If that's you, listen up. This is for you. Today, the market for multifamily real estate has shifted. We're at the bottom of the cycle for multifamily. Rent growth in the Sun Belt is at 0%. Most investors are about to get wiped out. Real estate has a dirty secret. It doesn't follow demand. It follows cheap money. And when money gets cheap, people build too much every time. That bill is due now. So two opposing facts are true. Many apartment owners are distressed. The only reason they need to sell is not that they want to. They have to, or else return the keys to the bank. The other fact is that families are stuck as forever renters. We're seizing this shift. We're passing on the majority of deals because the numbers don't work, but we are buying 100 unit assets in growth markets, sometimes less than 80 units. Few get in. Why? We don't need more money. We're looking for investors aligned with our values. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. Secure your place on our wait list. Go to Inveresta.com. You can now subscribe to our newsletter that secures your place. You can now receive your free guide. It's called Location Science 2026, 5 filters to find growth markets for multifamily real estate. Don't ignore the data before you invest. When you subscribe, you secure your place on our wait list for the next opportunity. Most real estate people tell you to invest in your backyard. What if your backyard is the wrong location? Avoid losing money in the wrong location. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta. Retail investors can send me a DM there. Let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors can get in touch with me today. Call my office. Go to Inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. Last thing before I let you go, I want to invite you to subscribe to Methods of Prosperity newsletter. It's the newsletter I write to my list every week for fun. You owe it to yourself to be rich. Society, our parents, teachers, and peers have conditioned us. They want us to be like them. They need us to comply. They need us to be conventional like they are. As Herb Kelleher, co-founder and CEO of Southwest Airlines, remarked, all the people that were telling me those things were expressing conventional wisdom. And if it's conventional, it ain't wisdom. And if it's wisdom, it ain't conventional. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and I'm obsessed with prosperity. This is the natural state of the human spirit. It turns out there's no limit. There's also many variables. Some keep their day job while others go all in. Some are entrepreneurs while others are value investors. But all of them have a certain mindset. Understanding what makes them tick grants us insight into our own journey. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues. It's the most popular newsletter to brainwash yourself rich. Become a renegade billionaire. Go to safenewmedia.com/newsletter. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. You can now subscribe for free at safenewmedia.com/newsletter. Join our community. There's a Telegram community for Methods of Prosperity. Check it out. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour on this subject, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn, and this is definitely not a cult. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.